Why did we see this enormous deluge we're seeing right now? Well, the answer is the United States Congress put loopholes in the law that mandate the release of children. In a short time frame and under a court decision called the Flores decision, adults with a child get released as well. That process is what's known as catch and release. It means someone who's apprehended is given a court date some months or years into the future and then let go on the hope that they will magically show up. Far too many of them don't show up, but what happened in 2017, in the summer of 2017, is illegal immigrants would pick up the phone and they'd call their friends, they'd call their family back home, and they'd say, you know what? Policy hasn't changed. They still let us go. We still get to stay. There's still no consequences. Come on over. But even worse than that, smugglers learned that bringing a child is the ticket to crossing illegally into this country. The detention facility I saw in the valley, there was a portion of the facility that the officers referred to as daddy daycare, because it was simply filled with young single men who had little kids with them. 5 years ago, 2% of single men had kids. Today, 50% of single men have kids, because if you grab a little boy or little girl, you can come over, and I'll tell you, because of the loopholes Congress has put in place, Border Patrol has been forced to release people who are convicted murderers, forced to release people who are convicted pedophiles, forced to release adults with sexual assault convictions and children in their custody. Why? Because it is so expedited that by the time they find out about the convictions, they've been forced to release them already. This is cruel, it is inhumane, and when the rapid DNA testing is showing nearly 30% of the adults are not related to the kids, it explains why we're hearing more and more reports of children being rented or sold by the cartels. This has to stop, and the political posturing from Democrats running for president and Democrats in Congress refusing to solve this problem, it is past time for those games. It's time to solve this crisis. I yield the floor.